In the last episode, Sasha and Keoni derived the equation for the family of parabolas with an unknown p-value. Their equation is y equals the quantity x minus 9 squared divided by 4 times p plus 13. In this episode, they figure out how to see the 13 from the equation in their graph. Then Sasha and Keoni reflect back on the parabola from episodes 1 and 2, which had a specific p-value of 5. They will try to see the 13 from their equation in the graph, which is more challenging to do.
I want you to see something that wasn't very visible before. This was when p was 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember how when I asked you, why is there an x minus 9 in that equation? You were able to show me
Yes.
that you knocked off the 9. But it's very hard to see the 13 here, isn't it?
But we redrew it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't just the way you drew it, because you have the y minus 18 and the y minus 8.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're collapsing things. You can't see the 13.
Yeah.
But the one that you just did, can you see the minus 13?
Over here?
Well, first find it in the algebra,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll go up to the... Do you see it in your algebra?
We did it like everywhere. It was like the
Yeah.
y minus 13.
Yeah, it's actually in there.
Yeah.
Go back up to the drawing and tell me where you were taking off the distance of 13.
So we were taking off the distance of 13 right here
Mhm.
so that we could get this.
Okay. And then how about on the other one?
Oh, we were taking out 13. So
and then we just add on
and
that
then-
extra bit.
yeah.
So does that help you see a little bit more why
Yeah.
you subtract the 13 and then add it back on
Yeah.
later? Okay. The reason the 13 is kind of hidden here is, when you got the y minus 18 over on the left,
Yeah.
could you have thought of that with a 13?
Yeah, because you have your 13 and then your P is 5, so you just had to add that 5 to it.
And can you see the 13?
Yeah.
And it's like, right. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That whole.
Mhm.
Or wait, no, that's not that
Start
one,
with the y, distance of y,
Or the
and
whole
take
thing.
off the distance of 13.
13.
13, there we go. And then it
With
was
that-
then our P.
And then it was
And then
like,
you
to
have
get
to
an
take off the
extra.
p, yeah. So that's why that 13 kind of gets hidden, is because you can combine that 13 and the
'cause you have
5.
to
Yeah.
In this episode, Sasha and Keoni figured out how to see the 13 from their equation in their graph. The equation was derived using the lengths of the sides of the right triangle, and 2 of those lengths involve the process of subtracting 13. For example, the length of the vertical side of the right triangle is the distance all the way to the x-axis, which is y units, minus the distance from the x-axis to the vertex, which is where the 13 comes in, and then minus the distance from the vertex to the focus, which is p units. Sasha and Keoni were also able to see the 13 from their equation in the graph for a parabola with a particular p-value of 5. The length of the vertical side of the right triangle is y minus 18, which is the same as y minus 13 minus 5. To see the 13 in the graph, Sasha and Keoni thought about the length of the vertical side as the distance all the way to the x-axis, which is y units, minus the distance from the x-axis to the vertex, which is where the 13 comes in, minus the distance from the vertex to the focus, which is 5 units.